Fine. Yes, we're also recording this meeting. Um, but yeah, you can leave the Zoom call and then rejoin. So you'll stay in the waiting room while that play is going on, and Scarlett, my stage manager, will let you in so you can watch the rest of the performances. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Our first play is entitled Apartment Hunting, and it is truly magical. It's written by Kaylin Baylett and stars Gabriella Stein and Raf Brenner.
Hello, my name is Ferozia. No, too formal. Hi! No, too perky. Um, 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 how do you do then? My name, hi, name, howdy, hello?
What?
Sorry, so sorry. Hi, my name is Ferozia. Are you Saphira from the roommate ad?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Good. Yeah. I'll share my screen for Zillow. The first place that I was looking at is this cottage. It is so picturesque with the thatch roof. I mean, look at those trees. Mwah.
Uh, Thatch. Isn't that kind of, you know, flammable?
I guess.
Well, I was thinking of something a little bit more like this, maybe? Yeah, see what I mean? Look at that chrome, it's so shiny!
Uh, but where would the plants go? There's no good lawn, no shade. Where would I put down my roots? I mean for Gerald, his roots. Obviously, I don't have roots. I mean, who has roots?
Gerald? I thought this ad was for one roommate?
Oh no. Gerald is my avocado tree. He's a plant, you know. I like to name my plants guy names. There's Gerald, Oscar the cactus, Stewie Dewey, and Louie the succulents. Johann the snake plant, Homer my dwarf orange tree. Oh gosh, he just started flowering. I hope the move doesn't stress him out too much. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I just hadn't thought about plants. I don't actually have any personally.
You don't have any plants?
Uh, no, I don't. Is that going to be a deal breaker?
No, that's not a deal breaker. I was surprised is all.
I have a penny collection if that helps.
Penny collection?
Yeah, I find pennies and shine them up. I have this kit for getting rid of all the grime. It's a really cool process. Hey, I could show you sometime. I'm actually thinking about starting to branch out to quarters. I think I'd like to collect the whole national park set. That'd be such a great display on the wall.
I think I have some plants that would go well with coins, I guess. I'm not so sure about that apartment though. It just seems so clinical.
Oh, I guess I can see that. Um, what kind of things do you want in an apartment?
Well, I would really like to have some outdoor space. A courtyard would be best, I think, but I could make do with a balcony. Irrigation is always a concern, of course, and lighting. I need to have lots of natural light. For my plants, there needs to be lots of light for my plants.
Okay. Sure. Well, personally, I'm not really sure about natural light. I kind of prefer darkness for sleep, like a cave kind of vibe. But I could get blackout curtains for my room, I guess. I need a lot of storage for my treasure. I mean, my coin collection. Yeah. Also, don't ever touch my coins, okay? Just please don't. What are you doing in my room? Oh my god, I told you to get out. Get your grimy, scaly little hands off my treasure, you little nitwit! Ugh! Sorry. That was just my little brother getting into my room again. I've got to get out of this house. There's no privacy to secure a hoard.
It's okay. I totally get it. My parents are always bothering me about you'll never be successful if you don't focus more on the nitrogen cycle. Like, Mom, what if I want to focus on the water cycle? Just, geez, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, how about I share my screen and we can look together at listings?
Sure.
So this one has some metal accents and is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
No storage, though. And those windows are tiny. Oh, also, look at that bathroom. Hot pink walls and a mint green toilet. Ew, just ew.
Oh my good green earth. You right. Ugh, I didn't think it would be this hard.
Look, we just have to be patient.
Easy. Well, all I'm saying is that all the initiative is kind of on me. It was my ad and I'm the one doing all the searching. It's not like you're actually doing much.
Look, I am trying to help you, you little plant freak. You're the one with all the weird requirements. Who cares about irrigation? It's an apartment, for smog's sake.
It is an important consideration.
It is not.
Is too.
It's not.
Well, eat me.
Maybe I will. That was uncalled for. Sorry about this. My last roommate was just awful. She found out some private stuff about me and just went full banshee on me. It was awful.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. But yeah, she told a bunch of other people too, and they literally ran me out of town. It was awful. I had to move back in with my parents. But I really need to move closer to campus because of my in-person classes, and I just cannot stay here, you know?
Yeah, I totally get it. I cannot live with my parents anymore. It's awful. And the start of the term is coming up so soon. I just really need my housing nailed down, but I cannot live in a dorm again. Just, ugh.
Did something happen?
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. My roommate was like obsessed with Mothman. They wanted to bang Mothman so much, it was just so awkward. I know Mothman was just horribly uncomfortable about her blog. I mean, if Mothman existed, then I would think they'd be upset by her blog. Obviously, Mothman's not real because mythical creatures don't exist and all. But if Mothman was, they would be very disturbed. I am sure.
That makes sense. Wow, how weird.
Right? I was always like, you can do whomever you want, you do you, but every conversation led back to Mothman. It was infuriating. She kept saying she had to do it for the girls and the gays.
But it's not gay if it's Mothman, though, is it?
I don't even know. I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I just am really anxious about getting moved into a new place.
That's all right. I was snippy too. Want to try looking again?
Yeah, just bear with me. Okay, returning to business. This one is pretty cool. It has gargoyles.
My cousin lived with a gargoyle for a while and said that it always got her up at sunrise every day.
Okay, that's too bad. What about the university apartment?
They seem nice, but wasn't there all that damage, water damage, because of the snowstorm?
You're right, and it looks like we missed a lottery for it anyways. God damn it. Okay, so what about this one? Aphrodite! No, not food! No, give it here! Let go of it! Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that. My Venus flytrap Aphrodite thought this was food. What?
You named your Venus flytrap after the Greeks' equivalent of the Romans' Venus?
I did! People don't normally pick up on that. I was really into Percy Jackson as a kid. Still am. It's so hard to find books with dryads in them. Most of the time, people are like, what are dryads? And I just hate the whole tree spirit explanation, you know?
Sure.
Right. Anyways, don't worry about Aphrodite. I'll keep her in my room, and she hardly ever tries to eat people. You can wear garlic for a little bit until she learns you're not food.
Peeled or unpeeled?
Unpeeled is fine.
Great, because the oil is such a pain to get out of scales. I mean, skin. It's hard to get out of skin.
You know, stainless steel really helps with that.
Good to know.
Mothman is real.
I know.
You know? How do you know? Are you?
Are you?
Yes.
Yes.
What a relief. I had no clue how I was going to hide photosynthesizing from you.
What are the chances? My last roommate got mad because I kept borrowing the silverware to polish. I had no idea I was supposed to stop doing that. You know Mothman too?
I do. Aren't they the sweetest?
Oh, completely. They baked me cookies after my last breakup.
That was so nice of them. So do you think we can find an apartment?
Totally. I know a gnome that can totally hook us up, as long as you're chill with interdimensional pockets.
Oh, completely. Do you want to meet up at campus to go over the details, and then tour the apartment?
Works for me.
Awesome. I'll see you then. Bye.
Not right now. Oh,
No, I have a class. So
bye.
like tomorrow?
Yeah,
Same
we'll
thing?
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See ya.
I'm muted again. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get the hang of this eventually. Anyway, as a senior, I for one am glad that I don't have to worry about looking for roommates anymore after I graduate. Roommates are still a thing after college. That's a problem for another day. Anyways, our next play is entitled Tree Rings, and I wanted to introduce this play by reading a note that the playwright put in the script. Tree rings don't just show the tree's age, they tell a lot about the conditions the tree went through during those years. You can find scars in the tree rings that explain what weather phenomena happened during the year the tree grew that bark. Scars can tell us a lot about the past of trees and people. This play contains mentions of self-harm, attempted sexual assault, and medical trauma. So if you could be potentially triggered by these topics and would prefer not to watch this one, you can leave the Zoom and then rejoin. We'll keep you in the waiting room until the play's over. But anyways, Tree Rings was written by Gloria Gatchell and will now be performed by Lily Price.
You asked me to tell you a little bit about myself. I flicked through all the possible answers I could say. I guess I could start with the raised scar on my hip. When I was a kid, it was my job to walk the family dog, Emma. Well, one day I thought it would be a good idea to get on a skateboard and let Emma pull me along her leash. Now, bear with me. I know this sounds like a terrible idea, but I was like 12. So, anyways, she was running down the street with me hanging onto her leash. It was so fun until she saw a squirrel and sprinted across the sidewalk. The skateboard and I went in different directions, and I was fully flying in the air. When I hit the concrete, I think I actually skidded a few inches. There's some skin torn off my elbow, and I bet I got a concussion. But the worst of it was a really wide gash on my hip from the top of my jeans to the middle of my belly. While everything else healed up, it actually got infected. I was putting medication on it like every 2 hours for a few days. When it did heal, it left a giant race scar. I guess it's my own fault for that one, though. I would never blame Emma for the injury. She was a really good dog, full of energy. She was a rescue, so we never knew exactly what kind of breed she was, but she looked a bit like a lab. But oh man, there must have been some part Chihuahua because she was so ready to get into a fight. A few years after the whole skateboard incident, I think I was 15, I was walking her at the local dog park when this really mean big dog got off its leash and came charging at us, growling and baring its teeth. She bolted free of the leash I was holding and charged straight back at the other dog. I think she was trying to protect me, but that dog was twice her size. I know it was dumb, but I jumped into the dog's fight, trying to separate them. It was a mess of fur and terror as I was desperately trying to keep her safe. The mean dog's owner eventually caught up and called it off, but not before it had bitten down into my wrist. The bite was so hard that it pierced through my skin and hit bone. It was going for Emma's throat, though. I just know it. Anyways, the scar is still here on my wrist. I needed 7 stitches. But I guess I never was one to shy away from a fight. When I was 7, my mom made me quit basketball. Well, because I did the right thing, actually. In this game, we were playing against a team that was really nasty. They were breaking rules all over the place. Just where the referee couldn't see, they would jab at you and steal the ball you were dribbling. It got to the point where the biggest girl on the other team slammed into our point guard and then claimed it was an accident. Accident my ass. Our point guard was too hurt to keep playing, and the girl from the other team wasn't even taken out of the game. So as soon as we restarted, I ran at her full speed and I body slammed her into a wall. She got really mad then, jumped on top of me, grabbed the back of my head, and bashed my head against the floor. We were both pulled out of the game then, and I had a nasty broken nose. You can still kind of see where it broke if you look closely. My poor parents, they had to deal with me getting in fights like that a lot. When I was in 8th grade, there was a group of kids, and you could tell that they looked down on everyone else at the school. Their parents all had some influence with the school board, and most of them came from super rich families. The guys were all on the football team, and the girls were all cheerleaders, not because of talent, but because of their parents' status. And they thought they could push everyone around. No, but not me. One time, there was a group, about 6 of them, waiting around after school. I was walking past them, and one of them yelled some stupid insult at me. I don't even remember anymore, but I think it was about my braces. So, of course, I marched over there and fully bit him with my braces clad teeth. Well, the group didn't like that. One of them pushed me, another threw a punch at me. There was a lot of them, so I started running. I kept running for a while. One of them threw a rock at me, and blood started pouring down my face from where it hit. I still kept running. I guess they literally chased me out of town. My parents wouldn't let me go back to school the next day because they were worried about the bullies or their parents, I guess. Within a month, we had moved to a completely different area so that I could switch schools. The scrape from the rock left a scar on my face that I try to cover with my makeup or hairstyle. Things got really bad after that. My mental health took sort of a turn, showing up at a new school in the middle of the year. No one really wanted to talk to me. I think that the rumors that I bit a kid followed me. Not to mention on my first day there, I had that ugly cut across my face that was still red and raw. After a year of being ostracized at this new school, well, you can see the scars along my arm. Actually, I don't feel like showing those right now. Yeah, those scars are pretty nasty. I haven't really stopped. Well, and this other time I got really drunk, and that also wasn't great. It was at freshman orientation, after freshman orientation. My roommate and I went to this frat house full of people. It was my first college party. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I wasn't doing great emotionally at that point. Emma, my dog, had died just the week before I went to college, and it was all really disorienting. I was in a new place, and I'm not great at adjusting to change. I guess to cope, I drank more than I should have. I remember being completely wasted and in a full argument with a person I barely knew, but like the fun kind of argument. I think I remember saying, "It's not gay if it's Mothman." Anyways, the argument got kind of intense, so I eventually stepped out of the frat house to get some air. There were two other guys out there, and one of them walked up to me. I was pretty drunk. I think we talked a bit, but then he tried pushing me up against the fence with one hand. His arm was in the center of my chest, kind of on one of my boobs. In his other hand, he was holding a beer bottle. I panicked at that point and grabbed the beer bottle. I smashed it over his head and it shattered into a shower of glass and booze. He got the point, called me a bitch, and drunkenly stumbled away. The glass kind of cut my palm, though, and the cut still aches sometimes. After that party, I did a lot less stupid college stuff. I had grown so much as a person, so I thought, no more scars, no more dumb decisions. But about 2 years ago, I started getting a heavy pain in my abdomen all the time. Since I was a teenager, I had always had pain with my periods, but I just assumed that that was normal. But this was a debilitating level of pain, and my periods kept getting pretty irregular. When I went to see the doctor about it, I was diagnosed with endometriosis. From an MRI scan, you could see multiple endometrial cysts around my uterus and ovaries. That means that there was uterine tissue growing outside of the uterus, where it should not be, blocking the normal operation of my other organs. It was so bad that there would be whole weeks where I couldn't get out of bed. All I could think of was my pain. I started puking up more food than I kept down because of how much it fucking hurt. Finally, my insurance approved surgery to remove the major cysts causing the most trouble. Of course, with endometriosis, more could show up at any time. But my pain has been manageable after the surgery. But out of all my scars, I hate the one across my lower abdomen the most. It's not big, but I despise that it's there. Probably because there was nothing I did to cause it. I thought I was doing everything right, but the universe still found a way to fuck me up and leave another scar on my body. This has been a real bummer. I'm sorry. On a funnier note, when I was 4, I accidentally stuck a fork in an electrical socket. Yeah, I don't remember it, but apparently I flew across the room. You can actually see some of the electrical burn left over on my hand. It's mostly faded now. I think those are all my scars. When you said tell me about yourself, that's how I wanted to respond. I figure it covers pretty much everything, right? Animal lover, curious, always willing to throw hands, judgmental of others, tough. But I know that it's so hard to imagine others complexly with all of our victories and struggles. So to make it easier for you, I'll just tell you about my degree, what my job is now, and then ask you about yourself.
This next play deals with pain as well. Growing Pains. Written by Julissa Ramirez, Growing Pains chronicles the adventures of 3 best friends through childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. The cast of Growing Pains includes Chloe Scroggins, Kirsten Victoriano, and Henry Couch.
Go fish. What are you doing?
I'm rolling my eyes. My mommy does it all the time when she talks to daddy. So I started doing it because, well, mommy does it, and, but mommy told me that it's wrong and mean, and yeah.
Does it hurt?
No, you try it, Felix.
Felix, are you sure you don't have any threes? You're not lying to Willow, are you? Lying is cheating. Also, lying is bad. My mom told me if I lie, my nose is gonna grow really, really big, like No.
Pinocchio. My mom told me about him too, and it's so true, Felix. And you don't want your nose to grow big, and you can't stand and you can't sit. Right, Felix?
Oh, I know all about Pinocchio. My mom told me about him too. And I'm not cheating. It's your turn, Paloma. Go already.
Ooh, my turn. Okay. Willow, do you have any threes?
Yeah, I have 3.
Booyah. Hand them over.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. How did you know she had all those threes?
The magician never reveals her secrets.
But you're not a magician. You're just Paloma.
Guys, we can play pretend. Do you want to play pretend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am gonna pretend to be an astronaut. I'm gonna float everywhere in space. I'm gonna look at all the stars, gonna be friends with all the aliens. It's what I wanna be when I grow up. It's gonna be so much fun.
Wow. What should I be?
Oh, I know. I know mine. It's a princess, and I'm gonna have a million unicorns.
Felix, you can be a firefighter.
A firefighter? Why? Ow.
Oh, were you alright?
I think I got a splinter.
Oh. Ouch.
Well, don't worry, don't worry. The princess is coming to the rescue, and I will go get help. Okay, come on, let's go, Mr. Royal, Sparkles, Glitter, Rainbow, Unicorn. Paloma's mom, Felix has a splinter.
Do y'all remember when I said I wanted to be an astronaut? The only reason I'd want to be one now is so I can just float off into the vast expanse of an unfeeling wasteland.
I'm so sorry, Paloma.
For what? You didn't do anything?
Well, we're still here for you, okay?
I just want the earth to open up and swallow me whole. Why did it have to be him? Why did my dad have to be the one to die? I still need him.
Do you want to maybe carve his name into this tree? We can dedicate it to him. Always remember him that way. And the tree's not going anywhere soon. It'll be here forever. Always growing.
Not today. Someday, maybe, but today, I just want to sit.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah, let's just sit here.
You know, I'm grateful he built me this tree house. I loved it so much. You know, we used to spend so much time here together. And now it's like a little piece of him that I get to keep.
You're gonna get through this, Paloma. We're all gonna get through this.
Hey, how's it going? Felix, tell me about the kids. Ramona, Will. Are they still laughing about who's like fighting and stuff?
Yeah. They're always seeing who's gonna be my favorite. But yeah, they're good. Paloma, how's work?
Oh, good. Great, actually. Y'all know I'd never really wanted to be a teacher, but honestly, it's growing on me.
Yeah?
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, there's this kid, Benny. He's so sweet. He lost his mom recently, actually, and well, I knew I could help him in a way that maybe others couldn't.
That's awesome, Paloma.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, a hard moment, but I'm glad that kid had you to help him through it.
You know, I'm gonna miss this place when I move.
Yeah, when's that happening again?
Wednesday is when the movers come in. We should be all moved out by Thursday, and then Friday, I turn in the keys.
Wow, didn't realize it was so quick.
Me neither. But don't worry, y'all. We'll still come and visit. I mean, this place, all the memories we made here, I have to. It's such a massive part of my life.
Yeah. You know, you know what I just realized? Just like it took me almost being 40 just to understand they don't stop.
What do you mean?
Just the pains, just every part of life, every chapter having this terrible ending, and they're just so painful to close. It just eats you up.
Existential, Willow. Oh no, Paloma, she's run out of her happy juice.
Oh no, we need another margarita stat.
Very funny, guys, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do. But pains are temporary, and eventually you just grow. When the pain subsides, all you'll have are memories. When my dad died, the memories of him just flooded me with pain, but eventually I could remember them without the pain. They just became fond memories.
That's great. And we're lucky, all of our memories are rooted in this spot, literally. This tree is always going to be here, and our memories of maniacally running around the treehouse.
I remember those, yeah.
This is home base.
Oh, I know. I'll just miss you so much, Paloma. You know.
Well, we'll meet here again in the summer.
Of course.
Totally looking forward to it.
All right. Time to get the kids out here to make their own memories.
Okay, kids.
Kids.
All right, y'all. Our last play of the evening is definitely a real treat. It's really sweet. You'll see what I mean. Up next, we have The Syrupy Fortune, written by Sophia Elsadig and to be performed by Daphne Tett and Evan Baker.
Hey, are you Christine?
Yeah. Are you Gerald?
Yes, Gerald, that is me. I'm the man who they call Gerald. And you must be the lovely Christine.
Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you. Well, not really meet you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're meeting, but only digitally. What a funny world we live in, right, Christine?
Yeah, so funny. Anyway, so Gerald, tell me about yourself.
Oh, yeah, me, myself, and I. Well, where do I begin? Oh, so I was born on like January 1st, which should make it super easy for people to remember my birthday, but somehow people like my own mother would still forget. Isn't that funny? But yeah, now my mom is dead, so I guess joke's on you, mom. Sorry, I tend to be a bit of an oversharer.
It's okay, it's okay. I asked a pretty general question. I should ask a more specific one next time, like, oh, it's your profile says that you're really into breakfast food. What's your favorite breakfast food?
Oh boy, is that true. I do enjoy a good breakfast food. I think pancakes and waffles are my favorites. What about you?
Oh, pancakes and waffles? That's funny. It's usually either one or the other.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's a pretty polarizing thing. Some people like waffles while other people like pancakes.
But you can like both, right? It's okay to like both, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was just saying
I'm
that.
bisexual.
Uh, cool. So, you like pancakes and waffles?
Well, yeah. And if that waffle was originally a pancake or vice versa, it doesn't matter to me as long as I can put that sweet sticky syrup on them.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, we're talking about people now, and waffles and pancakes are a metaphor for people.
Uh, well, I'm also bisexual and I prefer waffles because they have those little ridges that'll hold your butter or syrup.
Ah, yes, the handy dandy waffle pocket.
Hey, they're called pockets?
Yes, funny, right? As if they're wearing pants. The delicate waffle has syrup pockets, or in your case, butter pockets.
Well, why can't it be both? Am I right?
So, Christine,
Yes.
do you ever want to get married? Just curious, just asking, you know? This is a normal first date question, right?
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, I do think I'd like to get married.
Awesome. Awesome. That's cool. Do you think you'd want to have kids with your marriage partner?
I think so. I haven't really thought about it since I already have my own sweet fur baby and she's like my child. She's a cat named Derry. She's super sweet.
Oh, is that the cat I saw in your dating profile pictures?
Oh, yeah, she's my pride and joy. She's so cute.
I understand that. I have a dog named Maple, and she is super sweet too.
Oh, that's a really cute name for a dog.
You think so? I think Derry is a cute name for a cat. Did you name her that because she drinks a lot of milk or something?
Yeah, kind of. You see, my family are dairy farmers.
Dairy farmers?
Yeah, they're farmers. I personally didn't like the farming life, so I currently live in the city and work for a marketing firm. You know all those ads that say stuff like "got milk"? Yeah, that's all us.
Really? That's pretty cool. I mean, not as cool as farming, but still pretty cool.
Thanks. Like, what's so cool about farming anyway?
Farming is just, I don't know, there's something so fun about it.
Something tells me you've never milked a cow before. I don't think anyone would describe that process as fun.
I may not have milked any cows, but I've milked before.
Milked what?
Well, it's not really milking per se, but you could compare it to milking, you know?
I actually don't. That's a very vague statement.
Oh, well, what I mean is that I milk trees.
Milk trees?
Yes, I mean, no, okay, bear with me. You see, I'm a maple tree farmer. I tap into them maple trees and extract all the sweet, syrupy goodness. I think that you could technically call that milking, as the process is very similar to milking, you know?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's not weird or.
That kicks ass! I've never met a maple tree farmer before. I actually don't think I've ever met anyone who's grown up on a farm or had farming experience.
Really? All my friends are farmers. Not necessarily of maple trees per se, but we all went to farming school together.
Farming school is a thing?
Yeah. I'm surprised you never went, Miss Dairy Farmer.
Well, I never really got into farming. That's why I moved to the city.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, not that there's anything wrong with farming. I think it's super cool that you're a maple syrup farmer.
you do?
Yeah, maple syrup is like the life force of breakfast. Imagine how boring breakfast would be if we didn't have maple syrup. Are you crying?
I'm sorry. It's just no one has ever truly understood the importance of syrup. They think that I'm crazy for revolving my whole life around my trees, my farm, and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry people treat you that way. I think it's great that you're so passionate about your farm and stuff.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Christine, whatever your last name is, you have made me the happiest maple syrup farmer to ever live. The way you understand the importance of maple syrup and the role it plays in breakfast shows that you are truly a wise person. I would want nothing less from the woman I expect to produce heirs for my maple syrup fortune. Dearest Christine, will you marry me? Christine? Christine? No! Man, I really thought she was the one. Oh well, time to get ready for this next date. Next up we have, Gertrude. Gertrude and Gerald's Maple Syrup Farms. I like the sound of that.
That's it for the plays for this year's 24-hour play festival, but that is not it for us. We have a little Kahoot trivia game about the shows that you've just